Well, come on in, chat. How we doing this morning? Good morning. Now entering the Zento zone. I don't even need to talk about the Zento today. I just thought that was funny because I've been messing with the Zento so much and had my review this week. So we went with the Zento box. We can make lots of funny words with the Zento. And it's a funny pen. Well, we might talk about it later. But good morning, y'all. Hope you're doing well on this fine Tuesday. Is the coffee made? I've had like 3 cups and I need like 3 more. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's been a weird week. In a good way. Like it's just crazy. Let me catch up on all these alerts because there's a lot because y'all rule. 2 hands of blue, 50 months of subbing. We're doing something blue today for one hand. We'll talk about that in a minute. Where am I? Great Scott, 31 months of subbing. Let's go. Subaquatic Toaster, 30 months of subbing. I appreciate you very much. Thank you, Subaquatic Toaster. You rule. Olive Octopus Inc. with a raid of 21. 21 people coming over here. I finished the first novella of the Murder Bot. All Systems Red. Is that what it's called? Finished that last night. Dope. I'm really enjoying that. Test Stitch. 69 months of subbing. That's the funny number. Nice. Papuio. Where'd you go? Oh, 27 months of subbing. Crochet with the 100 biddies. Let's go. R Night UK, 5 months of subbing. Where's the thing? Oh, chat. R Night, yeah, let's go. I think that might be all you need for the show. So I actually went and looked at the Cesius Blue. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Crochet with the 100 biddies. Got that. I think we're caught up. I actually went and looked at the IMDb because I didn't know who was in the show. I went and looked at the IMDb and it looked like that was that novella was like the whole first season, whatever. Can't help think of Minto when I hear Zento. I love Mentos, just the regular mint ones. New short story featuring Art, who you haven't met yet, comes out next month. Nice. Next, how many books or novellas are there? Rewizzles. Because they're quick reads, which I kind of like. So, yeah. So, Hype Train level 2. I appreciate y'all. Hope we're doing 7 books. So I have the first 2. So I've read 1. So I'll read the second one. Okay. So yeah, cool. I did read Red Rising. I read the first 3 Red Rising books. And now I'm going to take a break before we make the jump into the next series. The next 3. Which I guess is, I think I read it was like 10 years on. And the kid is going to be a whole thing on there. So I needed a break from that. Red Rising, I really, really enjoyed. I tore through them. It got a little bit 4D chess moves, continuous 4D chess moves towards the end there, where everyone was like, yeah, but have you done this yet? Like, have you brought back someone from the dead to fight with you? And it's like, okay, every conversation was a bunch of 4D chess moves, and it was like, okay. Jacqueline, 100 biddies, let's go. I love that emote. Pride 1, Hundies. Miss G's Crafties, that's how many cups I've had this morning. There's probably one more in my future because I am podcasting. I'm recording next week's Pen Addict podcast in 1 hour and 55 minutes from now, so we'll have to be done a little bit early today, but not too much early, 11:30 or so, hour and a half ish. Because I'm on vacation next week. Ooh, no streams next week. Yeah, no streams next week. Rip y'all. Just got done with The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. It was just okay. Gotcha. He's in the same category as Pierce Brown, right? My Prime expired, but I can't resub yet. Thanks, Twitch. Yeah, that's a very, very thanks, Twitch type of situation. Sorry, I'm looking around. The lighting feels weird today. It's like flashing. Up my reading goal twice for the year twice and already hit it. So I think I'm going to tackle some longer, more complicated reads as the years goes on. That's awesome. That's awesome. Like make the goal, finish it up. I am very much a all or nothing reader where I'm either reading like I'll get like 2 or 3 books done. I don't read like super fast, but like I can get 2 or 3 books done in a month or two, and then I won't read for like 2 or 3 months. So it's kind of all or nothing. When I'm in a reading mode, I love reading, and when I'm not, it's hard to start. So, but I got a bunch. I have a bunch of books to read right now. Yep, and I can even read 2 books at the same time if they're like a very different category. Like I could read Murderbot, and then I could read like a nonfiction book at the same time. Like I will do that as well. So I read like a lot of music books, music history. I can read that, and then I could read like Murderbot at the same time. Try to remind myself I feel better if I read. That is a fact, Harmony Bat, and that's why honestly that's why I do it. Like it is just like it's a full escape, from the world. Which is, hey, that's what books are made for, right? We're reading A Short Walk Through a Wide World for book club. I haven't heard of that one. Is it community time here? Twitch isn't letting me sponsor. Is community time here? I thought it was maybe like community tea time here. Like, were we gonna spill the tea? I don't have any tea to spill. To bully myself to like just read a page or two, then it's 2 chapters later. It's the journaling prompt, right? You just have to write like 2 words. Like that's the whole morning pages theory, right? You just write. I don't know what to write. And you just keep doing that until like something else will come out of that, right? Is the concept. Can you reveal your Retro 51? Funny you should ask. I got an image of the reveal like Friday afternoon. I think this is even after I wrote Refill. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. And it's close enough to where I think we can get it. I have one. I don't have it in person yet, though. They're mailing it. They always mail them to me. If I can find it real quick. What did this do? Download them? Sorry, I don't know how to like do my email and images on this computer. There's that one. Let me get them all set up here real quick, and then we can look at them. Because yeah, I just got this in. And the images came out good. Reading 2 books right now plus an audiobook. Still can't do the audiobooks, chat. Brad, I just resent you an email spoke question. That's right. I got to figure out if we can swap that out, if we have the extra parts. I owe Brian a text today anyway, so we'll figure it out. He has all the parts, so it's not easy for me to audit that like that. So, all right. So writing cover letter, my least favorite part of looking for work. Ugh, yeah. Okay. So this will be the new Retro 51. We got the colors right in the gradient. And then that's the tube packaging. So the pen is based on the Serena Williams Queen Blazer, which was part of the original Off-White, like the 10 series. So this is also going to have the zip tie on it. You do mostly audiobooks than regular, but mostly nonfiction. Yeah, I probably need to try nonfiction audiobooks. So it's also gonna have like the chartreuse yellow zip tie on there, and they're all gonna be serial numbered. Do I have a serial number on this one? Yeah, 488 of 500. I guess we should just call this one the Pen 2. I'm guessing. I need to think. I don't really have a name. I don't want to call it Queen, because that wasn't the official name of the sneaker, but it was kind of a it got it's kind of known as that, just kind of secondhand like. So I think the only thing I'm going to ask for is I want and it's hard to tell, like maybe it's just an in-person thing, but I want this yellow. It probably is just the lighting of the picture. I want to make sure that this yellow matches closer to this, but otherwise I think it's done for that. And then the finial is part of the sole design on the sole of the shoe. It's just like the grip, on the sole of the sneaker. So that's the finial. I gotta see what's the deal here with this gap. I didn't notice that before, but we'll see. Not a big deal. Reference pick of the shoe, yeah. Let me switch this real quick. Embiggen. So that's the shoe. You got your ink rose bitter, nice. So that's the shoe. And like the sole, like we just did a little bit of copying of that. This part of the sole is like the finial design down here in the pink with the stripes. But yeah, that's it. And the chartreuse is just like the little tags and things like that. So yeah, this is an older shoe. I don't know how long ago these came out, but they're pretty rare. They were popular at the time. Oh yeah, so there's the tag. So yeah, stuff like that. So that'll be like the zip tie will be this color, which I already approved that separate from the pin. So yeah, that's it. Still tracking towards this is like a mid-September thing. Once we get to the first prototype, it tends to move fast. Like we make changes. Like the first prototype took a month or two, maybe 2 months. The second prototype took like 2 weeks. So like I'm in the active queue now. They have a pretty tight schedule that they run. So I'm looking forward to that in September. So that'll be fun. This week's giveaway on the blog is the Bennu Pixie that I shared with y'all. In an unboxing last week. So this is up on the blog right now. The royal blue Pixie. Oh, I have it right here. Royal blue Pixie. I'm having Walltown make me a pin based on the Lemon Symphony Daisy Flower. It's so little. That sounds cool. So yeah, that's what we're giving away this week on the blog. So go enter that if you have not already. Mike, 63 months of subbing. Let's go. Hope you're doing okay. Jacqueline cheered 10 more biddies. I missed it. Thank you, Jacqueline. Mike, 8 months, tier 2 subbing. You're the bomb. Thank you so much, Mike. I had a question from Mike last week. What was I asking Mike? Was it about the number 8 nibs? Because I really liked his number 8 pin design. 8 nib, number 8 size nib pin design. I really like that. All right. That's it. That's the schedule. What do y'all want to talk about? We got all the time in the world today. I didn't really plan on doing too much today because I've been working on work, getting the podcast done for next week. I have a lot of writing to do next week. So yeah, whatever y'all want to talk about today. I did my Zento review on Monday. Still confused by the pen. It's a good pen. So if y'all didn't see that, making a lot of number 8 pins now. That Bach number 8 steel nibs are available. Nice. Lego check-in. I think we probably have like an hour left on the Lego. it's come pretty far along. We had a hard stop last week. I think we could have finished last week. We just had a hard stop with Mike's schedule last week. So I did get for Father's Day, my wife got me the little box, like the little blind box. I got a Haas in there, so I got to build that. And then my son gave me like a little, not quite like a Duplo McLaren, but it's kind of a fun little McLaren. So, is the Zento supposed to have any of the silent features similar to the Blend? According to their marketing, no. Right? It's not marketed at all like that. And another thing, I didn't include this in the review, and I need to probably go back and look at it. They're not really using the super ink terminology in some of these new pens, so I want to think about that. Lego news. We'll look at that in a sec. Holy. Dude. Look at the Okay, we're gonna build the fire coming out of its mouth. Holy crap. Is that for real? Oh, it's approved. So this is the, what do they call it? Lego Ideas. That's hilarious. This looks like a total nightmare to make. Like, just look at the leg. This is like, this looks awesome and scary. I mean, not from a monster perspective, but to make. All one color. Yeah. Holy mercy. Chat, we will not be making this on stream. I mean, on the podcast. Holy mackerel. Just got a Zento starter light fast test today. So, yeah. I have a lot of... I need to draft a large email to Uniball. One Dog Night, 62 months of subbing. Let's go. Let's go, Jackie. You'll compare it with the 207. So yeah, this, like, I have all these here. And back to, I guess it was Naperville's original question. Does it have any of the soundproofing features? I'm of the opinion that almost none of these pens need that. Except like the older 207s were like pretty rattly. Like these are not quiet pens. This is a 307, but same concept. So the Zento doesn't have any like front end manipulation up here, nor do they have any like knock manipulation other than just like it's kind of an all plastic and rubbery barrel to begin with, so it's not very loud to begin with. But now I need to question. Oh man, they have updated the printing on the refills. Seems like your review got to the point of the uni lineup confusion. Yeah. Which pens would you get rid of in the uni lineup? I would narrow down the 3 207s to one. Well, 2 207s and a 307. That needs to be one pen, and that needs to be the office pen. Flourishing Plan, Rob, 6 months of subbing. Let's go. What's up, Rob? Pre-order the new Nike Lego shoe set? What? Do you have a link to that? That looks like something I would like. The spring seems to be integrated into the barrel. Yeah. I'm just trying to see if I can pull it out. Doesn't look like it. I'm not going to break it. But yeah, I think the... So no, but like the shape alludes... Thank you, Jackie. The shape alludes to like that quiet blend idea. But those have even more detailed... design up here in the front end of it. You couldn't get it out easily. Yeah. Oh, look at these. They're little dunks. Oh wow, that's like the whole thing. It's like $100. That's sick. Cool. Yeah, if they just start making some of the sneakers, like, so I would want, like, the shoe I'll never make for a pin goes with the Thunder colors. They're gonna pull it out one more, right? I know I'm totally distracting y'all now, but oh, wrong button. If they made this in Lego, I would buy it. Oh, there's one. Shoot, I shouldn't have looked at this. There's one coming out soon. All right. I think this is a cool shoe. It's called the Mars Yard. This is a classic. It's only 18 grand. The original is only 18 grand if you need these. If they made a Lego of this one, I'd get it. But I wouldn't make this pen. It doesn't exactly pop. But now that I look at it, it looks like there's one coming in 2025. So maybe I'll get that one. You're willing to go 20K? Okay, good. Good. So I didn't know this was coming, so maybe I'll try to get these. Since I like this shoe so much, it's a classic. Yeah, count me in. You know, unless you have cool. Hey, there's only 6 left at 20 grand. All right, back to the Zento. The remaining question I need to clarify is the ink technology. $19,000. Yeah, that's one of those shoes. Considering leasing a shoe, no mileage penalty. True. But how do you refill it when you return it? I don't know. So the one thing Uniball has not done, so back to the question, what would I consolidate? I think we need to make one 207, 307, 307 plus, whichever. Those actually, I think there's actually a fourth in the 207, 307, 207 plus. I want to say there's one more that I don't even have. I didn't see it on the site, but I thought there was a fourth one. So consolidate the 207s. And then make the Signo one ink across all. I think they probably are, but they do a couple of different things with the refill shape, and the tip feels different. Like why I like the DX so much is the tip feels different, and it's a little bit smoother for the fine refills, like the 0.38. But it has a non-universal refill shape, like the rest of Uniball's refills. So this is the standard Uniball refill shape. All the rest of these have this refill shape. The DX is different. So I would actually figure out a way to clean up the Signo design a little bit. There's between the Signo DX, the Signo RT, and then they have the big ones, the Impact Gel, and then they have the UM153s, which are your 1.0 millimeters. I think there's some oddities in the Signo lineup. So that's two things to clean up. And then you have the Jetstream and the Jetstream Light Touch. We only need the Light Touch. And then if we decide we're going to keep the Zento, we keep the Zento. If it's determined to be a roller ball, I'm not convinced that it is liquid-based ink. And then we have the One, which is a pigment-based ink. So I think that gets me down to 5. There's another 307. Yeah, I think there is another. I think there's a fourth. I count the 207s and 307s the same. I actually do think there's 4 of those, and I only have 3 listed. So I think I think 5. So whatever. So the office pen, and this is just the gel lineup. They have a different rollerball lineup that's not very fleshed out outside of the Vision and Vision Elite, and then the cheap like the Onyx. So one model 207s, 307s, one model Signo, Zento, one Jetstream. And then only the Zento and the, I guess it would be the 207s, 307s. Maybe the Jetstream. Zento has the most premium barrels. The DX, most of the Signos have none, except there is like an Alpha, Uni Alpha. That's been around for like a decade or plus. And then the Jetstream has a few varieties of barrels. If we can narrow it down to 5 ink formulations, then I would start getting more premium barrels, right? This is considered an upgrade from the standard one. And then there's multi-pens, right? Yeah, why Zento? I don't know. I don't know. And that's what I was trying to get at in the thing. Unless they specifically tell me more about this formulation, because it's very confusing. So, what's up, Little Mel? So, I get, for those of you who don't know me for a long time, like if you're new, like in the past year or two, like this is the type of product that really gets me the most excited, more than fountain pens, if you couldn't tell. This is kind of what I started the blog focusing on, was microtip gel ink pens. And honestly, like the changes in the ideas around these type of pens, it gets me as excited, if not more excited, than any other pen or pencil, right? Just because I think they're just more universally approachable. They're a higher volume, more common pen. That's how I found you searching for gel pens. Yeah, but while we talk about fountain pens more, is because there's rarely any change in this world. And then that's why it's been kind of exciting recently with Zebra's Blend, the one and the Zento from Uniball. Pentel really hasn't changed much, I don't think, unless I'm missing something. And then you have things like the Sharpie S Gel. Like, there's not too much turnover in here. That's why the Pentel G2, the Pilot G2, has been like the king of the shelf for like 2 decades, right? There's not a lot of change in this realm. So this is still what gets me most excited to this day. So that's why I kind of get like super obsessive about that. I love my fountain pens, but this is where Brad gets really excited about $3 gel ink pens. So anywho, the Zento, one more thing on the Zento. You have a nice sailor, but my favorite pens are the Secura vintage gel pens. Yeah. One more thing on the Zento. Hey, Brad, every time I get an anniversary notification from Twitch, I click and share it. It looks as though I subscribed to get in the feed. Do I have multiple subscriptions going? Twitch, no. So, no. Twitch tends to, when you subscribe versus when you share it in the chat, are almost flagged differently, but you're only ever charged one subscription. Like, I have that problem with my subscriptions to other people, right? Like, I know I renewed my subscription like 3 days ago. Why is it telling me today to announce? Yeah, so it, but if you look at your subscriptions, you can only ever have one subscription, and it's not duplicative. It's okay. So yes, it's a mess. I'm interested in the Flow upgrade model, but I want to know how grippy the metal is. What's that, Brill Council? It's the Flow upgrade model. But yeah, so You will see some kind of like duplicate type stuff, but it's always only once per month. It's hard. It was hard to take a picture, and it's probably even hard to see in this camera what these Zento. Oh, the Flow model. Okay, so I have the. Sorry, before I get to this, let's do this real quick because I want to talk about it. So this is what I was saying about the premium models. Working. Zento launched with 4 models. 2 basic type models, 1 mid-price model, this $10 model, and then 1 premium one, which is $28, $27. I have this one coming from Japan, from Jacob. So he's sending me one of these. And it's really rare that we see an extension of the lineup from day one when Uniball launches a product. So that was what I was saying in the review, that I feel like they have a really strong belief about this pen. Thanks, I hate it. It's interesting. This is one I'd want a wider tip refill with it. What's up, Viable Tater? I just wish it was easy to do a prime sub on mobile. It's yeah, Twitch be twitching. So I think Jacob is sending me this one, but we've had some delivery issues. It's got like an aluminum tube around the grip section, and so then there's this one. This one looks like a completely aluminum grip section here. So my point being, Uniball really believes in this ink formulation, right? I got the upgraded metal bottom model and found the grip too slick. Yeah. So they should all use the same refill. They're just body upgrades, barrel upgrades. It's just, yeah, it's interesting. I find this, I'm boring y'all to death, but I find this like crazy interesting. So, I wasn't going to go all in on the Zento until I got to use this one a little bit more. And I'll show you all the ink formulations here in a minute, which we went over before, but I'll show you like kind of the final version. No offense to those who like this price point, but this is a bad price point for a gel pen in my opinion. I think there's room for a singular upgraded barrel to the most popular product lines, and that price point should be in like the $10 to $15 range. When you start getting into like the $30 range of the upgrade, I think it starts to lose a little bit of the, I don't know, the concept for the pen. But if you love the refill, that's why they haven't built up a love for the refill yet, right? They just launched with the premium. So that's something I think about, right? A lot of these other models will launch with the base and add the premium once they say, oh, people like this refill, let's give them a fancier barrel, like the Sarasa clip. Like the Grand didn't come for free, man. It came like a year. It feels like it came a while at some time interval afterwards. Like once we got people like talking about the clip, loving the Sarasa clip, got all the colors of the ink out. Right? That's another thing that this doesn't have. They don't have the ink colors yet, like the Sarasa clip does. And then boom, we have the Grand barrel, where you can, if you really like this pen, but you want a metal barrel and an upgrade and a heavier pen, and then you can put your favorite color in there. That's how Zebra did it. Zento was just like, whoosh, Uniball, I mean. 10 to 20 range, yeah. At that point, better buy, in my opinion, is an EDC barrel, upgrade and choose your refill. Fair. Yeah, so like the Grand didn't come out when the Sarasa clip launched, but it got there eventually. And by that time, they have 20 refill, probably 30 refill colors if you count in all the vintage stuff. And now you can say, oh, I've bought 3 Sarasa clips in, blue, black, and orange, and Viridian green. And I really like this pen. Let me get a fancy barrel that I can put one of these refills in. But that said, if y'all go watch Jacob's video on this, which I'll pull up in a second, they couldn't keep this one in stock. right? It's a different mark. That's another thing that I sometimes like lose track of. This is a different market. Does the Zento fit the Rode XL? It should, but we should test that here. It looks like the same refill. That it's the same Uniball non-DX refill that the other pins use. So it should. It will not fit the spoke pin. Only fits the DX without some hacking. But back to what I was saying, Jacob said that this one, like the $30 one or whatever this is, $27, $28. This was the one that was hot fire in Japan. Let me see if I can find this real quick.
This year so far.
So that is. So I think this is what he's sending me. Which is this pin? It's like a 3-minute video. So yeah. Anyway, this was not quite Kuratoga dive levels of hype, but up there. And I still don't get it. I still don't get the formulation aspect of the ink. So let me see. I doubt we can get full clarity on this, but at the top is the Zento. And it just has a little bit more of a flatter black. It almost like it's really lighting dependent here. So it's really not. Have they ever fixed the Kuratoga dive supply problems? I don't believe so. Like, it's better. It's accessible now, but it's still at a premium. Like, I don't think they're still just easily accessible at like $45 to $55. I think they're still like $80 or at least $65. So I won't say it's completely fixed. So you can't really tell all the differences in here other than two things. The one is mega dark comparatively, right? So Zento at the top, and whether it's a rollerball or gel, I'm not sure, but it's close to, these are the two Signos right here, the DX and the 307. These are similar. Why solve the supply issue when you're making so much money? That's always a great question, right? That is like the multiple MBA level of question. Like, how do you answer that question? And I don't know that I've ever gotten it right. What's funny is the light touch really. So this is the Jetstream light touch. It is a different shade of black, but the darkness of this pen surprised me compared to all the rest. But the one is the real standout. Yeah, like it's a balance, Evan. Like it's hard to say. So the one is the real standout here as far as color. And the one is still a challenge in that it's not as good of a writer sometimes as like the DX and 307 and even the Zento. So, but the light touch surprised me. And then you just have like the raw writing of the Zento. Just putting this. The Zento, like I wrote like these lyrics here. It was consistently clean from the beginning to the end, right? There was no like railroading, skipping. And I think people who like the one will say that this is a much more consistent writer, that the one drops in and out. Not people call it railroading with the one. I think it's almost like a skipping, which I experienced with the first ones that I have. But why I like the 1R so much, or 1F, I always call it wrong, 1F, is that it doesn't skip. So I think, so Brill Council brings up the Vision Elite. That's their best, Uniball's best rollerball ink formulation, in my opinion. But they don't really do one fine enough for me to be able to compare with here. So I need to probably get like an 07 Zento and a Vision Elite and see what those look like. So the Vision Elite, they did the BLX colors in as well, which they did lavender black, blue black, green black, red black, and maybe brown black. And then they do the standard, like the Signo rainbow is what I call it, just like the standard green, orange, pink, purple, red, green, blue, like 10 shades. What's up, Boo You? So I think the next step is to get a 0.7 Zento and a black Vision Elite, probably like a 0.5. I don't know, maybe a 0.7. They say they do the Vision Elite in 0.8 and 0.6, I think. So Vision Elite is super ink, I believe, right? Seems to be the Diva pens over engineered. Yeah. Yeah, so as we sit here, boring y'all to death, I could literally talk about this all day. What's up, Lethargic. So, I don't know, man. It's just one of these little things that I can't stop thinking about. I think about this all the time. And I pull all these pens out. I'm curious if the Zento is the gel version of the Vision Elite. What I want to see two things, Brill Council. And I alluded to this in the review. I want a clear explanation of the ink formulation, including is it super ink or not, or at least that archival technology. And I want the Uniball Vision to go away. If they're saying this is a rollerball ink, I want this to be in the Uniball Vision, not the Vision Elite. The Uniball Vision, which is their standard rollerball, and I hate it. I hate the Vision. The Vision Elite is an awesome ink formulation. That's okay, Michael. I think I have it. I wonder what I'm even getting in this one. So, I would just wait. Getting my hands on the TI Arto ruined many of these for me. Yes, that's Procyon also brings up a good idea. You can get a pen like the TI Arto and just jam all these in there, and it's a good, comfortable pen. I like that pen. So what I want to see is them to say that this is a water-based / gel, pigmented refill that we're going to use for our rollerball inks and redo the Vision formula, which they will, I just want to be clear, chat, they will never do that. The Vision is a superstar for Uniball, and I just absolutely hate that pen. I hate that ink formulation. It is a just bleedy, feathery mess. But artists like it. I see a lot of artists using it because it is very black and it's rollerball, so it dries immediately, right? Unlike a gel, which is suspended basically above the pigments, above the paper fibers. The rollerball ink gets into the fibers. So artists love the Vision. It's one of my least favorite pens by any major maker. Even you can get the needle micro Vision, and that's at least usable. The standard Vision is not usable to me. Univision is the cheap office pen that was in our office supply cabinet. Yep. So the Vision is, I guess you could call it the cash cow for Uniball. That and then the 207s, 307s. All right, let's do a giveaway. While we're chatting, start a direct compare light stability test at least. Okay, cool. I should just go get some water right now. I should just go run this. I'll go run this sheet under the water when I do this giveaway. Is the Zento rollerball? That's a great question, Cryptstick. here is my review I posted Monday. And right there in the title, I can't tell you definitively what it is. So, all right. That's what I want. I want to be able to say definitively what this is. It's a good pen. I just don't think it's special. It's improved to use. I left that in there. I thought about like making like an edit because I didn't want to be unfair to the Japanese translation, but I was like, it's improved to use. Fell asleep and I woke up. We were still talking about uni. I know. This is not most people's jam. Can you tell it's my jam? You did the same thing when I got them in Halls twice. Yeah. So let's do a giveaway, and then I'm gonna I'll take this sheet and go run it under the water and just see what happens. But let's get this giveaway set up. All right, what are we gonna do? Oh man, today would be a good way. If I had another Uniball notebook, that would be cool. Let's do... Oh, these are cool. Okay, that's cool. Let's do that. I think I got... Give me a second, chat. I'm going to find something. Let's do that. And maybe this. So I didn't realize this was in here, but this is a good vacation notebook pack. So I didn't realize this was in here, but this is an older limited edition with Nixon. I think Nixon mostly makes watches. I don't know if they do a few other things too. But it's like this really cool vintage surfy and like vacation stuff. I bought like 3 packs of these and never used them. So it has the grid lined blank set. And then we'll throw in, this is probably like $10,000 on eBay. The American Tradesman edition was edition number 13. What are we on, like edition number 60? This was this is probably like in the top 2 or 3 editions of mine all time. And then it came with these carpenter pencils. So I know y'all have a lot of carpentering to do this summer. You're on your way back from vacation. Well, if you win this, you'll have to go on another one. Strings and pedals, 35 months or something. Boo ads. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's do this. This is the only way to get me stopping to talk about the Zento, except now I'm going to go test the water test. All right, let's see. So yeah, we'll do this. This will be a good trip notebook. I think I'm going to do the road signs. I don't know what the road signs edition is, but that's what I'm going to use for my upcoming trip. All right. Exclamation point waffle. Exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. You must email me your shipping address if you do win. So this Nixon Field Notes 3-pack in this ultra rare American Tradesman carpenter pencil. This is just like a cool display piece. Like, this is just cool to have. Like, I'm never going to use this. And I think there's actually 2 of them. So I could keep one if I wanted to. Super, super painty over it. Really good color. All right. So I'm going to go real quick and step to the sink. What about the Lando Oopsie? So I realized, I consider myself a really big F1 fan. But I didn't realize like how ingrained I am into F1 until Lando did that this weekend, and I got a pit in my stomach. Like, I might have taken this a little too far. I actually got a pit in my stomach when he did that this weekend. I couldn't believe it. So, all right, let me go. Whoa, working. All right, let me go. Brad, take the Good Inkpressions Splendor notebook on vacation. You said you wanted to tear up the sample sheet because of the feel. Did you know? It's sitting right here. It's in my test pile. I need to do that. But that actually could be a good option because they're small and pocket sized. I was actually going to get some of that stuff out today. It was a smooth move, yeah. All right, be right back. All right, I turned the sink on full blast to the point where you can see like the water dripping down here. So I'm actually just gonna run this off onto here. We'll let this sit for a minute. But looking pretty sick so far. You got a McLaren iron patch in the mail today? Nice. Oh, Stretch said this is a good pencil because it's bright. Good call. A good carpenter pencil. I should probably take like a little picture of this. I should probably add this. I did put a black wing in my tool bag because the flatter ferrule helps with the rolling. True. So if you're using, so I'm not a really good phone photographer. Morning, Skogsy. If you use just Apple's like, oh, there's me. If you use just Apple's photo app, how can you make it brighter? Like while you're taking the picture, or do you just have to edit it afterwards? Oh, there it is, exposure. There we go. I found it. I just never play with this stuff, so I don't know. Okay, that worked. You like the central design of your desk mat? I don't know what that means. That's Mentlatica's logo. Yep, I found it. I just never mess with that, so I forget what those things are. But I found it. Thank you. All right, y'all got about 30 seconds left to enter this giveaway. Quick tap and slide up, down for brightness. Okay, I'll play around with that a little bit more. You can do it on screen. I thought that I was trying to do that, but maybe it just brought up the menu. I'll play around with it more. So, like, this desk is well lit, except the lighting kind of comes towards me, not towards the desk as much. So when I take a picture of the desk, like, it looks good on video, but it doesn't look good on camera. And I want it to look a bit better on camera. All right, giveaways closed. Giveaways closed. Sleeping Kitty's desk mat coming soon. Nice. All right. All right. There we go. Let's pick a winner. Ivan Neo. Not first time winner, I think. Maybe. Yes, no, maybe. I think second time winner, maybe. What do you think, Ivan Neo? Have you won before? I want to say yes. Congratulations. You are the winner. First time winner. Nice. Heck yeah. All right, where is this? All right, congratulations, Ivan Neo. Email me, hello@penaddict.com. Tell me you won the field notes. And I will get this shipped, thinking tomorrow is shipping day. I got too much going on today. Nice. So Olive Octopus, so I've set just sitting over here on top of my speaker in the middle of a stack of stuff. All I see is this all day long. It's like sitting there looking at me like this. It's great. Thank you for tolerating my Zento questions and musings. I mean, I have them too. It's the purple field note size one. Okay, let me grab that just real quick so I have it out. And then maybe I'll swap into that. Let's double tape this one. That goes there. That goes here. Yeah, I literally just stare at eat farts all day. It's great. Okie doke. Added to the stack. Eat farts. Let me just... It's probably unfair to the jet stream that it's actually been sitting in water. But it's alright. We'll dab the whole thing. Then what we'll do is we'll go stick this in the window. Oh, you missed that stream, Rob. It's a Effin' Birds deck of playing cards. And that's just the box. So yeah, I mean, all of these inks handle water well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go stick it in the window. Yeah, no issue there. We can stick it here for now. That didn't work. Sorry, hold your eyes. It's gonna be bright. Alright, cool. Tape a note card over part of the writing. God, Mike is so smart. It's almost like Mike's done this before. It's almost like Mike has done this before. Mike, is that Sharpie Post-it still up on your fence? The Post-it outdoors Post-it. President of the Woo. But now I have a song in my head. President of the Woo. I'm also a client. So we should do. Should I expose the blocks? Should I do it like this? And let these be on the outside? And then just the writing on the inside? Something like that. Or this way. Show the blocks or no? Fence one is gone, but the porch railing one is still there last time I checked. Alright, so I don't think it matters which way we do it. I think I'd cover the knot blocks. Yeah, this. And then this is the morning sun on this side of the house, so I'll move it this afternoon, and we'll check it tomorrow. So it'll only be sunny for another hour or two up here. But it's direct sun. Alright. Science. This is an official authorized auditable test. Still there, sent evidence. Sun test may take a month or 3. Yeah, I just want to see if it changes in one day. Which one is this one? Is this a different one than the first one? Classes are up for Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Let's click on that. That's hilarious. Can I do a little promo? Yes, always. See, Carlos. What about Carlos? About how good he looked at the premiere last night. Are y'all going to see the F1 movie this week? Carlos Science. Gotcha. All right. Which classes are we not taking? Which classes are we not taking? Check, because I don't know that I'll be there. Oh, look at all these. I don't think I took. Did I take Bert's class on Orlando? I don't think I did. Travel journaling. That I would highly recommend that, not just because Miss G's is here. Very cool. Fountain. Oh, Steve doing a class. Nice. Fountain pen 201. Man, this is great. Ooh, monoline alphabet. Sorry. So monoline is interesting to me. Oh, can't even big in those. All right, good classes. Heck yes. We have tickets for a pre-screening next Wednesday. This will be my first Top Gun movie, right? All right. Toby, will you be joining us today? He's nesting. Good classes, great location. That location looks awesome. I want to go. When is it? I can't go. I can't go. Could I go? I can't go. I can't go. Could I, though? All right. Any other science tests we need to perform? I accidentally went to bed early last night, so I've been awake forever. Oof. Yeah, I don't know how we do this. It's crazy. When do you... Are you a night owl? Are you going to bed at like 1, 2 a.m.? Like if I see 11 o'clock, it's a miracle. You should eat. Also should eat something. Addie, what's up? So Addie, I haven't replied to this email yet, but I used this in my Zento review, and I got an email. It's like, hey, what's that orange pen rest you use? Mike's a super night owl. Mega night owl? Okay. So you just went to bed at 5:45 and are already up? Oof, yeah, that sucks. Okay, so y'all are mega night owls. I knew Mike was. I just can't do it. If I see 11 o'clock, ugh. I slept in today, though, and I didn't like it. That means like 7:30. Yeah, Addie, it's a good little accessory for me to just hold pens the direction I want to hold them. So, and it's a good color, not because it's orange, but because it's like medium in tone. Like I have a blue one, but that ends up being really, really dark and like changes the color of the picture too much, where the orange blends in well. We'll party all night or till 11:30, whichever comes first. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting when I'm on vacation next week. Night out here too. Haven't been to bed before midnight in literal years, even when I'm sick. Crazy. Yeah, for sure, Addy. Appreciate you sending it to me. All right. What else do we need to talk about? I got about 30 more minutes today. We'll do another giveaway here in a little bit. But again, I have to go record next week's podcast today, and then this week's podcast tomorrow. So I am a podcast out of time this week. Also, I recorded a friend of the show from the future yesterday. So it's been a busy week. You're so jet lagged right now, I have no idea what time of day it is. I have no use for like 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. I prefer to sleep in the afternoon and be both a night owl and a morning bird. Yeah, I could feel that. Very productive at night when the world doesn't interrupt me. Yeah. Oh, Brett. Minky Love, you have to keep nagging me. Oh, I did do a capitalism for things I don't need, chat. Sorry, Minky Love, I'm gonna grab it right now. I did do a capitalism. Michael. So, Polar, the brand, had a stupid sale on their bags and like clothing. I think this was $5 and this was $10. This is like one of those hip satchels. I don't have one like this size. This is like a big thing. But they had like a summer closeout. I think literally $5 and $10 were these. And I was like, yes, please. So I don't know if they still have them up there, but you should go look. Yeah, so I bought they're ones that do the I also bought, it was on sale. They do the camp chairs that are low. Like almost like the butt on the ground, like little packable camp chairs that are like this big. Downy was a bad word that was blocked. I'm happy when I go to bed right when it gets dark. That's pretty much me, Apple Tater. Oh, it's more commerce when you spend. It's only capitalism if you're exploiting the labor. Okay. So when I sell stuff on the Pin Addict, that's a capitalism. So I did a commerce. I did a commercials. All right, Minky Love, I got it. See, I have all this stuff together because I want to play with it simultaneously. So here's the thing. Anyway, yeah, I got that Polar stuff. It looks good, and I've used them before for other random things. Oh no, I have such a great video of myself trying to get up on those tiny camp chairs. Yeah, I basically like keep it in my car for like kids sport events, pickleball events, stuff like that, just randomly. We keep the big ones in my car. All right, Minky Love says, oh, look, literally right here. For a Brad trip, I'm interested in your opinion on this paper. So maybe we change out. So here's the working kit. Get them, Toby. Mail time. Oh, Rob, if you're still here, that was the effing bird deck of cards. Yeah. It's kind of great. So here's the working kit that I'm planning on. I'm going to write about this weekend for members, finishing the working kit. I mean, the travel kit. So this is what I was going to use because I found it the other day. And it's like a road trip sign. And I haven't used it yet. And it matches. Polar, Poler, yeah. But you're saying I should use this, huh? So this is the good impressions. So Minky Love sent me these, and I'd seen their shop. I think this is the one that Mike and I talked about recently that had all the different sizes, right? They have like the traveler sizes. Someone was looking for thinner A5 notebooks, I think, and we saw this, or someone sent in this link to Good Impressions. And it's graph, and it's got a bookmark. Might as well, right? Have you talked me into this, M. Inky Love? I've been holding this stuff all together to play around with. So, Splendor Gel, pure white paper, fountain pen friendly, field note size, graph paper, craft color purple, 60 pages. It is a little bit thicker. 60 versus 48. I enjoy Good Impressions. I wish they had a bigger insert. What do you mean, Bailey? Bigger insert? Fine. Oh, more pages. More pages. Gotcha. Did they not do options for the pages? Can't use it. It's purple. Purple rules. Purple's like maybe my favorite color or second favorite color. Like orange and purple are kind of just like right there. This is a really neat like almost like a construction paper, but it's thicker and it's got cool looking fibers in it that you really can't see here, but there's like pink and orange and stuff. Purple rules, and where's the purple axle? It's in the design of my dreams. So these are the pens. And then I'm probably going to swap out for travel the fixed pencil instead of the Blackwing. Unless I would have to cut a Blackwing, and I don't want to do that. Or I would have to cut this one to travel with it. I don't mind traveling with a wooden pencil as long as I can put the tip protector on top. But then I would have to carry a sharpener, and this has a sharpener. You see why I like the fixed pencil so much? They have some options, but nothing super bulky. They have 160, but it's on 52. Gotcha. Speaking of purple, got a prepping. It came with violet ink. Really? That's cool. Oh yeah, they do some color ink options. They do a handful of those. Awesome. I don't think I've tried platinum purple before. You could pull a page or two from the center to test separately. What is wrong with you? You would do that? What am I doing here, chat? That's way smarter than just ripping one from the back and then pulling the front, the matching front page in there. And you can put down the little staples again. Yeah, I'm just mad I hadn't thought of that. Did I just use words? I don't know if I just used words there. I could do a lot of things. I don't mind just doing like a test in the back on a travel notebook. Because sometimes when I travel, I'm still obsessive about prepping the pens before I write. So that's often what the back is like. This is my last one. I finally was getting to file away my last one. Is it gone? Oh, here it is. I was just seeing if I tested in this one. I don't think I did. Oh, I did put something on there. Some notes. So yeah. Oh, this was my St. Jude one. So I'm keeping this for September when I go back, because I have all my notes in here from the interview stuff. So I'm not using the rest of this one until I go back in September. You guys write in your notebooks. Polaroid just released a new purple camera. Wait, it's coloring book inserts? Oh, that's me. That's cool. That's cool. I haven't ordered Gamma Gamma's inserts yet. I mean, coloring books yet. Cool. I like those. Those are fun. I'm on a notebook buying ban by order of my wife. What's the over under there? A few days. So, yeah, my point being, if I take even if I'm not taking, God dang it, fountain pens, I'll still, like, if I have a ballpoint or gel pen, I'll do a little scribble. Or, like, if I'm, like, in a hotel room, I might take a napkin and do it. All right, and Minky Love, you win. Now we need stickers, though. I feel like we need to put stickers on here. But maybe I should wait, and if I get, like, I'm not going to have any stickers in Las Vegas. Do you have a separate eraser for your kit? We don't need no stinking erasers. We don't believe in erasers. They are a figment of your imagination. The Illuminati wants you to believe that erasers are a thing and needed. Don't look over here. Don't look at that one. Yeah. So, yeah. We don't need. I generally don't use erasers. Even pencils that have erasers, I'm a scratch thrower most of the time. So I don't have a lot of need for erasers. The Kaweco Sport is a gel sport. This was an edition called the Ombre Special Edition. I reviewed it on the blog. This is an artist edition they did, and it came with a pencil and a pen. I don't even know if I have the pencil. I might have given the pencil away. So it's a gel ink sport that writes really, really well. Like, I need to, and I saved the stick. I think I saved the sticker in the box, but gave away the pencil. I was looking at it because it was I was like, was it this sticker? It wasn't that sticker though. I sent it to you. Okay. Oh yeah, it had the dog, right? It had the Panzer sticker. Was that what it was? Now I remember. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we sent the rest of that out, and I kept the gel ink pen because I like this shape. I need to figure out what refill they use. It's just Kaweco branded, but it feels a little bit better. Oh, rattle protection there. Rattle protection. It feels a little smoother than like a Pilot gel refill, something like that. Feels a little bit better. More consistent, darker, flows really nice. It doesn't go there, Chad. It goes in here. About this gorgeous notebook from Italy, paper cover, beautiful binding, hundreds of pages. Only now do I understand that I can never write in it. It happens. You'll find a way. All you got to do is write on the first page, and then you're off to the races. So back to Addie's question, why don't I have an eraser? Because I don't use one. And this pencil comes with a sharpener, so I don't really need that. Like, the sharpener's in here. You just go like that to sharpen it. You got to make the sound when you do that, right? Do y'all do that if you do that? And then we have a fountain pen, a very fine ink fountain pen. We'll see if this one makes the travel cut. We're going to bring a fountain pen. We'll bring a ballpoint. I love this nib so much. Eat farts. Sorry, I keep seeing that now. It's all of Octopus's fault. So you can see I could just start writing in here, but I'm being odd about it. Oh yeah, I did this. This nib is so good, and this ink is so good. I should just bring this. This is a ridiculous Masayama needlepoint on a Franklin Christoph number 5 steel nib. It is the bee's knees. It is so fine. I know you can't even see. Going to Lake Tahoe and this giving me ideas? Yeah. The sound speed up the sharpening process. Right. Eraser optional, sharpener required. Yeah. This is one of my favorite needle points. It's so good. And this ink, I don't know. This is a good travel pen. So we'll see. But now we match less with the Amarillo stationery. I just found out about a stationery show in the UK, but it's this weekend. Definitely not enough notice. I mean, you were only banned from notebooks. So back to Procyon Flynn. Procyon Flynn was talking about the commerce versus capitalism. I could do a capitalism and do the Pen Addict orange one. Sorry, Eric. Is Eric here today? Hope not. You might have just got cut out. Eric just got cut out of the will. I don't know, but I like taking the globe on a trip. Right? All right. We'll do the good impressions. And this will be good. I don't know how much I will fill it on this trip, right? This is less of a write all the things down trip, but we'll just collect some things, put them in here, and then we'll have plenty of time to test afterwards. Like I doubt I would fill this halfway. Love the globe, right? But we'll see. We'll see what I get up to. All right, you win, M. Inky Love. I will be taking this on the trip. One of the universities I drive by is all yellow and purple. I mean, I grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so I'm predisposed to liking purple and gold. Have you seen the 2025 Pilot Vanishing Point Limited Edition Midnight Link? Yes. It looks really, really sharp. Have you seen the price of it? Have you seen the price of it? All right. M. Inky Love wins, which means I'm probably about to redo this entire kit. So M. Inky Love, I just want you to know you are now making me a liar because I said I was going to use this kit on my upcoming trip. And all it took was changing the notebook. And now I'm going to do something completely different. The price looks really, really, really sharp. Yeah. I thought it was the copy of the matte blue. I had to zoom in on the picture. So. All right. M. Inky Love wins. And probably going to get yelled at. At least I can blame you. All right. It's going in. It's going in, chat. Now I have to rethink this. Although this gives me good content for this weekend. And then I still have all your other stuff I got to test. Like, it's living right next to me, so I will actually test this stuff out. I need to keep this, though. All right, let's do another. Why not 2 notebooks? I would never use, like, this is like a 4-day trip of probably not a lot of time to, like, sit down and write stuff or capture my thoughts. So this needs to be as small as possible. A single notebook as small as possible. And then what we'll do is I don't always finish the notebooks, the trip notebooks. I like having them, like, at hand, just as a single unit. But this one I think I will probably continue to test because it's got a lot of pages in it. Drove through Baton Rouge. Nice. Probably not nice. Enjoyed the Canadian Grand Prix. It was a good one. Am I going to play in the World Series of Poker? Heck no. I'm a horrible poker player. I don't have a poker face. I actually think the original matte blue looks much better than this limited version. It doesn't have to match. I think you're looking for a good reason to switch things up. I don't know. So found my movement M2 again after a good year or so. We can work on that next time. Yeah. I just like to shove. Just shoving. I'm not a good bluffer. We just shove. All in. And I do this. I'm all in. All right, let's do a giveaway. Then I got to run. We have a podcast to record. Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's do a weird pen giveaway because these have all been sitting here too long. Weird pen giveaway coming in. Do that one. We'll do that one. Okay. Weird pen giveaway. Gotta do these as a set. Piedemonte. All right, what is this? Piedemonte. That's a cool little guy. I like those. They're little baby pins. What's the model name? Wow, they have Lisa magnetic model. Hilarious. Oh, I've seen these magnet pull things before. Yeah. Ooh, I don't like the big ball though. It's still kind of cool. That's pretty cool. All right, I take that back. It's pretty cool. I guess you don't really see the ball, so it doesn't matter. Is that where the flats, there's like a flat side of the barrel? Does it run up the flat? I like the material and shape. We should follow them. Oh, they follow me. Lisa. It's like a little briefcase. All right, do the thing. Do the thing. I want to see if it runs on the flat. I guess it could be anywhere. You could run the magnet anywhere, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Do it. There we go. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, did he stab himself? Rip. Cool. I like it. Who does that? One of the pin companies does. Was it like a Monteverdi? Someone I've seen this magnet, not with the ball, but more with like a magnet filling system type of situation before. Probably knock the end back off. Depends on how magnety it is. I like the style of the pin. Pin BBS did it. Can something crazy happen if the pin gets close to another magnet? Probably. Like if you have some other type of magnet thing, like could it catch on Pin BBS? Maybe. All right, let's do a giveaway. See what we got here. It's an old idea, yeah. But in a modern pin. All right, so we have a Faber-Castell ball pointy looking thing. Metal barrel. Aluminum barrel. We have a wood barrel ballpoint needle tip. This is Everyday Tools Hebe. This is a very fine, like writing ballpoint. And then this I think is a gel. This is a Zebra Python, Piton, and this has a gel ink refill. This is actually like my favorite pen of this bunch. And then it has like a clip you can put onto books and stuff. So let's give away, boom, a whole, ooh, magnets. That one works. You can use other pins on here too, maybe. It's designed for that one though, to fit in between these notches. Okay. All right, let's do this. And then I really need to go. Wonder what iron gall ink would do to that magnetic pen. So it doesn't. Would it get through the piston? So it's got like a buffer in between the ball. It shouldn't be anywhere near the magnet. Yeah. It shouldn't be anywhere near it. Pins of randomness. All right, exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. You must email me your shipping address. All right, so 3 random pins here. Ultrafine ballpoint. This has to be like 0.5 millimeter ballpoint, which means it probably writes like a 0.4 millimeter line, maybe even finer. Let's see if it even writes. Oh, yeah. super fine. And then you have your Faber-Castell ballpoint. This is more, it's got to be close to like a 1.0 millimeter ballpoint. Yep. This feels good. This is solid click. Solid click. And then the Zebra Python. I think this is a black gel, but yeah. Let's see what refill this is. Can I get it out without breaking it? There we go. So it's like a multi-pen refill. I can't read that. 0.5 Zebra JK 0.5 JK. So it looks like one of their multi-pen gel ink refills. So 0.5 millimeter. Boop. All right, very cool. Bunch of cool pens that have passed my desk at various points in times. I think Jeff had at least these two. I don't know. I know he reviewed this one. I can't remember if he reviewed this one, and I can't remember if I sent that to him. Maybe all of them. I don't even know. Maybe all of them. Ooh, we're running late, chat. All right, we'll let this go about 1 more minute, only because I really need to get going. Tomorrow, I am not building Lego, so we'll be just podcasting, then streaming afterwards, and then Thursday we'll have a regular stream. More regular than today, more normal. Might ink some pens or clean some pens or something. I only have a few pens inked right now, but I have a couple that I want to clean. So it might be time to ink up some new pens. Maybe we can think about a travel fountain pen. All right, see you, Brooklyn Becca. What's the over-under in a shipping stream tomorrow? No shipping stream tomorrow. I don't think, I've probably only got maybe an hour's worth of shipping, maybe a little bit more, but I shouldn't have to like double up. I can do them separate. Because my afternoon is, I was going to say my afternoon's free tomorrow, but it's not. I got an article to write. I got a busy week. We're good. No shipping stream, though. I think I have enough time off stream to ship. All right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Ooh. Man, this thing. Okay. Cool. I thought my scroll was broken. What else I got planned for today, chat? Are you going to be writing any today? What pens are we using? Things of that nature. What pins are we digging right now? Making KOP harmonic. Whoa. That's cool. That's cool. Love my Scrivener, inexpensive and writes perfectly. I have heard that. All right, giveaways closed. What else are we using? All right, let's pick a winner. Jack Toy. What's up, Jack Toy? Have you ever actually won a giveaway? USPS finally saw it fit to deliver my custom 742. Nice. Blue Orange Lamy All-Star. That's so good. I should probably get... Yay, Jack Toy. Leonardo MCG 2.0 Golden Abalone. Yeah. I should probably get... the All-Star... denim fountain pen. Got therapy in a few hours. Be rocking Space Pen Brown and Roosevelt Retro 51. Nice. Just found and lost a Kakuno. Found a lost Kakuno. I'm thrilled. Nice. What's the orange pen? It's called the Zebra Python. Piton. It's a magnet pen designed to. So this is designed to clip on like a notebook. It's really tight, so it'll stay, and then have your pen on there, something like that. You won this set of Pentel mark. So far, Jack Toy wins all the weird stuff. So Brad, can I just win a normal giveaway, please? That's amazing. All right, email me when you get a chance. Probably not shipping until tomorrow, so you got a little bit of time, but it's you. You win. All right. Yeah, it works. For what it is, it works pretty well. Got a new pins from Pasquale and D Squared Arts. I need to look at those. Those are the one, like the kind of, for lack of a better term, I hate this word, shapely pins, right? They have the weird shapes in them. What's a better word than that? I don't like that word. Sculpted pins. Is that a better word? Sculpted pins, maybe. Curvaceous pins. Voluptuous pins. Hand-carved sculpted pins. See? That's what we needed, chat. That's what we needed. Love that these are fine tips. They are. This ballpoint is super fine. Super fine. All right, let me set these where I'll remember them together. All right. We're going to run, chat. No raid today because I can't hang out, and I hate raiding and running. All right, we're gone. I'm about to record next week's podcast. I got to figure out what number I'm on so I say it correctly and don't get yelled at. I got to go check the ads. I got a lot to do in 20 minutes. All right, see y'all later. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.